Here are a few tips that I think may be helpful to you as you make stitch braids. My method. So after applying your holding gel, you cut out the first portion which you won't weave, then your subsequent slits, you cut them out and make loose weaving. If you make this tiny weaves tight, there's a likelihood that when you are doing your other weaving that your client is going to have bumps on the hair afterwards. So starting with the first hair you cut out, this would be a guide to the size of attachment that you're going to use. The attachment, the first attachment that you apply to your hair ought to be exactly the same size with the thickness of the hair you're starting with. For instance, if you are starting with a very thin hair, it means you're one of the, when you are doing weaving, there are usually 3 arms. So if one of the 3 arms is very thin, your attachment is going to be very thin with it. This not only applies to cornrows, feeding braids, Ghana weaving, it also applies to knotless braids. If you add an attachment that is too thick for the hair, it's going to weigh down on the hair and cut it. All these things that I said now applies to when you are starting the cornrows, when you're starting your weaving. Then at the stage where I am in right now, I did not unravel the attachment. When you are doing weaving and you are not removing the attachment, especially long attachment below, it's going to be weaving itself at the tip of the attachment. Therefore, if you do like maybe 2 to 3 rounds of weaving, it's advised to free up your attachment. And the easiest way to do that without locking up your attachment and maybe spoiling your handwork is to pull the middle. Take the extension in the middle and gently pull it out and everything will unravel. Then when you are making this weaving and you want the hair, the client's hair, not to stick out, we know that if client's hair is visible while you're making your weaving, that the hair will get rough very fast. If the client was meant to carry the hair for 4 weeks, the roughness of your hair will make it stay for a week or 2 and it will become rough. Therefore, when you're making it, as you can see, I'm hiding her hair under. This may delay your time, this may prolong your time, but it's worth it at the end. The hair will still be beautiful for about 3 to 4 weeks. The hair won't be rough because you are able to tuck in the hair under the attachment. I hope I didn't clog all these things up. I hope you understood some of the points that I made. Kindly follow, share to get tips like this in the future. Thank you so much for following me.